Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and welcome to my channel, Cherished Memories Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to make these 3D granny squares. This is a double daisy with 2 rows. And here it is with 2 colors. And there's purple. And we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and make a slip knot. You're going to chain 4. And you're going to go ahead and slip stitch to that first one we did. Now you're going to chain 2. This acts as our first half double crochet. And now we're going to go right back in that circle and make another half double crochet. And now we're going to chain 1. And you're going to do this until you have a total of 8 sets of 2 half double crochets and a chain 1. And I'll meet you here at the end of the circle. Okay, I have 8 sets of 2 half double crochets and a chain 1. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the top of that first chain 2 we did in the beginning, do a slip stitch. We're going to chain 1, pull your yarn, and cut it off. And this is what it should look like. So now we're going to go ahead and get the color you want to do your flower in and attach it into any chain 1 space. It doesn't matter where. I'll get back in that space and you're going to do a chain 3. Oops. Now you're going to go right back in that same space, that chain 1 space, and do 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3. And go right back in that same chain 1 space and do a slip stitch. Now you're going to skip over these next 2 half double crochets, and in this next chain 1 space you're going to do a slip stitch. Now you're going to chain 3, and you're going to do 3 double crochets in that same space. Chain 3 and slip stitch right back in that same space. And go ahead and continue this same pattern all the way around. You're going to have a chain 3, 3 double crochets, a chain 3, slip stitch back into the same space, and then skip over to the next chain 1 space, slip stitch, and do the same thing. And I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, I'm at the end. I just did my 8th petal. Now we're going to jump over here to our first petal and do a slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 3, turn our work, and you're going to skip over this first petal here, and right here in the middle of these 2 half double crochets, you're going to do a slip stitch, just like that, chain 3, jump over to the next 2 half double crochets, do the same thing, do a slip stitch right in between them, chain 3, and continue this all the way around to the end, and I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, I'm at the end. So I just did my last chain 3, so I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch in that last set of 2 half double crochets, just like that. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to turn my work, and now in this first chain 3 space right here behind this petal, I'm going to do a slip stitch. I'm going to chain 3, and now I'm going to go in there and do 5 double crochets. Four, and 1 more. It's 5. Now I'm going to do a chain 3. I'll just slip stitch in that same chain 3 space, just like that. Jump over to the next one, do a slip stitch, and do your chain 3 and 5 doubles, and another chain 3 and slip stitch right back into the same chain 3 space, and continue that all the way to the end, and I'll meet you there. Okay, I've got all 8 of my petals. And now to end the row, we're going to go over here to our first petal of the row and slip stitch right in there, just like that. Now we're going to chain 3, and try not to get these chain 3s too tight. Now turn your work. We're going to work from the back again, and we're going to skip over this first petal here, and we're going to go into the second petal. And in the very right corner, we're going to do a slip stitch. Well, chain 3. Jump over to the next petal over here and do a slip stitch. And chain 3 more and continue that all the way to the end here, and I'll meet you there. Okay, I'm at the end. I just did my last chain 3, and I'm going to jump over to this next petal here. And here's our first chain 3 we did. I'm just going to go behind it and in between these petals here. And I'm going to do a slip stitch. Just like that. And I'm going to chain 1. Fasten off. Now I'm going to get my white. And I'm going to attach it in any of these chain 3 spaces. Just like that. I'm going to go in there, pull up a loop, and I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to go right back in that same chain 3 space and do 2 more double crochets. I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to go right back in that same chain 3 space and do 3 more double crochets, just like that. And there's our first corner. Now we're going to jump over to the next chain 3 space and do 3 double crochets. And you're going to jump over to this next chain 3 space and do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets in the same chain 3 space. That will be your next corner. And then in the next space, you're going to do 3 double crochets and continue that same pattern till you get to the end of the row, and I'll meet you here. Okay, I'm at the end of my row. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 space there. Just like that, and that's what it should look like so far. To start your second row, go ahead and chain 3 and do 2 more double crochets in that same space. Jump over to your next corner and do 3 doubles. Chain 2 and 3 more doubles. And just continue as many rounds as you want to get it as big as you want. And that's all there is to it. And that's what it should look like. I think it looks very pretty. I love this one. And I want to thank you for watching me today. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And hopefully I'll see you there. Bye-bye.